All right, theme today is I'm locking myself inside my house to make music today. I thought it was going to be a nice day, so I was like, hey, let's go play some golf. Also, I stopped watching the news due to due to protecting my mental health. Turns out there were 65-mile-an-hour winds this morning because it is the end of days. So started off a round of golf in the worst wind ever. So I'm windblown, potentially a little damaged, but we're gonna make some music today. I got some new gear, which I'm gonna try out. So let's do it. Just lock myself inside all day, make some music. All right, so here's what we got going on today. I have the Joy play. I'm going to call this the J play from now on because it's French and I don't want to keep butchering the pronunciation of it. So what this is a MIDI controller, which has a bunch of different selectable skins. So I'm going to start off doing this. I kind of want to have just like a little backing track to maybe like jam to. Basically, there's an app that goes with this, and as soon as you put one of these pads on, it'll recognize which one you have, and it'll set up an instrument. So now you can kind of like make a beat with it, right? Again, you can do the same thing like real quick. I'll kind of go through a few of these, but you can put like a piano looking one on here, and then automatically it'll notice it, and then so as soon as you switch the skin on here, it automatically knows what you're trying to do, and then you can kind of tweak it from there. But I just want to get like some kind of backing track thing going so I can play some guitar to it right now. So first of all, this sounds pretty good. It has like record features. You can just press the metronome here to kind of give you that's the tempo. A little fast, so I'm going to bring the tempo down. Something more manageable at first. All right, so I'm going to engage the record feature. So now as soon as I start playing it, it'll start tracking it. Cool. And then I can take it out of record, right? So maybe I want to add like a keyboard something to it. Since I'm not in record, it'll know what I'm... So it has a Rhodes thing already on here. I can just engage the recording thing again just by pressing the record button on the pad or on the iPad. So now as soon as I start playing, it's in record mode and it'll track it. So let's try something. As soon as it gets back to 1-all. Take it off, take the metronome off now. Oh. So now I have kind of a little bit of a loop that I can start playing with. Too slow. All right, so let's bring the tempo back up. I feel like 158 sounds good. I can also change the sound of that keyboard if I want. I can make it more of a piano, hot piano, grand piano. It's kind of cool, kind of dreamy. So what I want to do, let's go back, let's stop it. I'm going to go back to the main thing. And I just want that drum sound, okay? So I can take this, delete the grand piano, and now I just have the backing track, okay? Now the cool thing is I can really just share this right to my computer. So I'm going to bring this into Logic, and then I'll start messing around with this and then use it as a MIDI controller by itself. All right, so I exported that track I did, put it into Logic, and then looped it, and then also added some other stuff. And now I've got the J-Play hooked up to my Logic instrument. So now it's going right into my computer. Oh, that sub, I love it. So this is now linked with the Arturia Jupiter, right? So it's all French here today. So I'm gonna play around and just kind of like lay down the bass line and then add some guitar to it, and let's see what we got. I might throw some vocals on here a second. I've got this set up to augmented strings, which is so good. This sounds so good. Here, you just gotta listen to how this sounds real quick with this MIDI controller. So this is just going to be some ancillary stuff I'm doing on the keyboard pad here. It sounds like this. And because it's not actual keys, I just feel like it's more expressive, what you can do here. I love this thing. This thing is awesome. This will always be hooked up to my computer like forever and ever. Aside from just like the cool iPad, iPhone stuff, like this is just the dopest MIDI controller I've ever used in my life. So we're just gonna add this to the entire track.
Couldn't play it straight, never held a job she didn't hate, but there's an empty seat next to me I kinda wish she'd take, but it's too bad on my health, and she'll be fired soon. 90 days to crash and burn. Yeah, there's a lesson here I'm hesitant to learn. I'm too stuck on myself. Snowy day to heat waves, a time and place, just one way. It wasn't meant to last. It's our window now, I'm looking through the glass. It's hard to reconcile a moment when it's past, but I think I'm getting close. Blue away to music stays, a time and place. Just one way.
Alright, so I also wanted to use the guitar overlay, which is kind of blowing my mind right now. This is the first time I've used something like this. And I have it hooked up to Omnisphere right now. I actually just traveled with this, which is amazing. Super slim. So it's hooked up to a strange Omnisphere patch that is like like a nylon guitar thing with a bunch of different things. So it's kind of cool because you can like do scale stuff like, and And then it's like if you want to go lower, you just hit this little button here and then change the octave. And it's funny, like, seeing the guitar fretboard laid out in a way that is like a MIDI controller, because it kind of blows your mind, but it also makes it a lot easier if you don't know how to play piano or keyboard. You could easily do the stock riffs with a little of that Omnisphere trill. It's so funny. You can even do you can do chords and stuff too, like it's kind of, so it's like, it's super fun just to kind of mess around with this and kind of see the guitar from a different angle. So again, just another different overlay to kind of interpret the music in whatever way you want. All right, so we saw the capability of it with the computer. I want to talk about just using it with the phone for a second. Again, this does work with iOS, but also the app you can use just by itself, which is really cool, which I want to demonstrate. So let's just launch the app real quick. And then you can see it works just like the same thing on the iPad, but you don't even need to have it controlled, the controller hooked up to use this. So let's start a new project. Let's make it a sketch, and then let's bring the drum pad up, okay? So let's change it from the hip hop kit to the lo-fi kit. Super cool, right? And then let's turn the metronome on and record something. 1, 2. And then we'll have that going on a loop. We can take the metronome off, and then let's add another instrument just to this. So let's go back, add an instrument. Let's go to the guitar so you can kind of see the guitar fretboard. Then I'm going to take it out of record mode so you can see what's going on. Let's put some kind of C major thing in. Let's do another guitar. Let's add a bass guitar, what do you say? A rock bass. So again, that's probably the most annoying sounding example that I could do, but there's a lot of cool stuff that you could do with this. Even just going through some more of the sounds. Let's go through how the keys sound on here. It has a marimba setting, which is amazing. But let's go to, oh, here we go. So again, there's a lot of functionality that you can use with this. You can just do stuff on the road, pop some headphones in, mess around with the app. I think it's like actually pretty amazing. So yeah, thanks to the guys for sending this over. I'll have an affiliate link in the description. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section, Instagram, or the website, and I will talk to you all soon.